Welcome to today's Ask Kelly. Wayne has asked, should I be using the scales and weighing myself regularly? I really don't like doing this and find it can negatively affect my mood and outcomes. What else could I use to measure my progress instead? Well, Wayne, this is a great question and thanks so much for asking because I really dislike the scales as well. And I think that there's very little positive feedback that they actually give to you. So when you look for your outcome or progress measures, you want to focus on things that have value and meaning towards both your short-term and your long-term goals. The measures you choose are to help you validate honestly what you are achieving and not achieving without being critical. This is helping you just to provide positive feedback. So it's about where you are doing really well and where you may need to focus a little bit more of your attention and effort. So here are some of the ideas that I suggest to clients, but I tell you, this is just some ideas, and I want you to be able to then use your creative mindset to be able to create your own positive measures for yourself. So with relation to food and eating, some positive measures that I suggest is the number of meals and snacks you are chewing your food until it is either mush or at least 20 times before you're checking the texture. And then if there's chunks, keep chewing. So learning to slow things down when you're eating by putting your utensils down or even your food down in between bites. Not eating with your eyes, because we do this all the time. So it's about stopping about 3/4 of the way through of your meal or your snack and just assessing and seeing if you're around the 75% full. Because if you are, then stop eating. Because 20 minutes later, that's when your real fullness comes in. I'll spit that one out. Eating regularly throughout the day is really a great measure. So what you want to do is start planning this or assessing this within 1 hour of waking and leaving no more than 4 hours between your meals and snacks. And that way, what you're doing is you're reducing those long periods of no eating, which actually can lead to overeating or even binge eating. Then you can look at the quality of food. Now, this is about the percentage of healthy versus not so healthy food or junk food. Now, the aim is to get to about 20% of your food being from natural, unprocessed whole foods, with only 20% being from not so healthy or processed sources. Another measure, if you eat a lot of takeaway or bought foods, is to reduce your takeaways, your bought lunches, dinners, or snacks. Then looking at the number of meals and snacks that you have prepped and eaten from home or taken from home for that week. And then, of course, reducing your portion sizes over time. Now, when it comes to binges or emotional eating, what we're really looking for is improvement. So we're looking at the reduction in size of the binge or emotional eat, only having one thing versus having many different foods or going from one to the next, being able to stop earlier, improving the quality of the food within the binge or the emotional eat, having less binges in the week or the month. Now, let's not forget about hydration. Now, slowly increasing your water, and I mean that is pure water, to get to at least 2 litres. Now, we need more than 2 litres of pure water in summer, or if you're highly active, per day. Now, stress is so important because it really does contribute to your emotional eating and other issues. So it's looking at the number of small breaks that you take to de-stress throughout the day. So I always say this to people because people say to me, I don't feel stressed. Well, you don't have to feel stressed to be stressed because it's about your biochemistry. And as I said before, it's a significant factor in weight, disordered eating, anxiety, depression, fatigue, sleep issues, and so much more. So aim for 5 times a day to take 5 deep breaths. If you're in a sedentary job, aim to get up every hour and do some stretches. Walk around the office. Get up and look out the window and do some mindfulness. And even look at adding in meditation throughout the week, because these are all really good measures to help you to look at de-stressing. Now, when it comes to fitness, there's so many things here as well. Your cardio fitness, the number of times or activity that you do in a week, your heart rate, your perceived level of effort, your strength, your reps, flexibility, energy levels, enjoyment of doing an activity. If you're having fun, if the activity is actually lighting you up inside. So, find what suits you. Then, of course, we can't discount your clothes and pictures, as they help you to determine if your shape is changing. And it also gives you, pictures gives you that third perspective, because sometimes our eyes deceive us in the mirror. So by having a picture, you can actually sort of see the differences. Now then we've got your daily activities of life. So things like ease of getting out of bed, putting your shoes on, doing up your laces, walking up and down stairs, household chores and personal care. Then of course there's sleep. The quality and quantity of sleep is connected with your health, weight, fatigue, energy, memory, mood, emotional coping, impulse control, and food cravings. Now, there's more, but you can see it's connected to a lot. So by keeping track of this and developing a good routine, you'll be significantly improving all aspects of your life. How you talk to yourself. Noticing the negative language and phrases you say to yourself within a day, and just start with one or two things and change it to something positive, uplifting, or even just neutral. Just change it, just counter it. So I hope this has given you a lot of ideas in lots of areas, Wayne. And really, the measures and progresses and outcomes are infinite and do depend on your goals, your life, and your creative imagination. They are yours and only for you. As long as they are moving you closer to living a healthier, happy, more balanced, and fuller life, you're on the right path. Now, if you have a question for me, then ask, just like Wayne has. Simply click on the link below and send it through. Now, I love hearing from my community and helping you. So if you've got a comment, just pop it below. If you want to stay in touch and get notifications of the latest videos, then I suggest that you subscribe to this channel. Boy, am I getting tongue-tied today. So I love to hear from you. As I said, send in your videos, subscribe and comment. So I will talk to you really soon.